Hello, YouTube. I have decided to play League 6 as many others probably have, and unless you're living under a rock, a lot of people realize that this thing releases in about 2 hours. It'll be less by the time this video gets uploaded, so I won't waste anyone's time. Let's get into it. I don't have a lot of Leagues experience. I played in Leagues 4. I got an Adamant trophy, and then I sort of just lost a bit of interest and stopped playing Leagues, went back to my main account. I'm looking to do better this time around. I want at least a rune trophy. And if I can squeeze out a dragon trophy, that'd be cool. But anyway, yeah, rune trophy, the very least. I'll run through my build with you just in case anyone wants to follow along or might find it interesting. I'll start with the region choices. So I'm picking Kourend, mainly for the skilling aspects of it and the points. And I have a few friends that want to do Chambers of Xeric, so yeah, it sort of sold me on the region, and there's an item in this zone that sort of is the penultimate item to round out my finalized build. So I'll tell you that at the end when I go over the talent tree. Asgarnia, this is in here just for the God Wars gear and the Dogger. I genuinely enjoy doing God Wars, and it's pretty free content, fairly AFK for like the rewards you get from it. It's pretty cool. Don't mind Asgarnia at all. Some cool stuff there. And Mauritania, that's literally for the Blood Fury and TOB. TOB is the raid that I want to learn the most. I haven't really done much of it on the main game. I don't have a lot of friends that do it. And it's just the best raid to do if you're more of a melee build, which I am, which I'll go through shortly. My relics first. So, Barbarian Gathering, I'm going with that because I'm not really going to get the use out of Endless Harvest. This was the other one that I was thinking of, and people are probably like, how are you not going to get use out of Endless Harvest? You click in the AFK. Well, where I work, I can't have my phone on, and there is barely any service there, so it's just not plausible for me to go Endless Harvest. And when I'm playing RuneScape, I'd probably prefer to be a bit more active in playing and get a bit more bang for my buck, if you will. And I feel like Barbarian Gathering suits that playstyle of more active play. And for the second tier, I was very, very tempted to go Friendly Forager just for the sort of boost to get you into PVM a bit quicker, but I think overall, for the health of the account, I think Woodsman is just a smarter choice. Tier 3, Evil Eye, just because I think Bank Heist is literally D tier, shit relic. And the map, I could go that with Barbarian Gathering. I probably won't have many problems with having the agility to do them, but I just feel like Evil Eye, it's more straightforward. You can teleport to bosses. The Huey boss has a bank right there. Like it's just, I feel like this is just an easy relic to understand and use. It's not like, oh, I need to find out where these agility things are. I'm sure once you use the map for a little bit, you'd understand it, but basically CBA, Evil Eye, that's the way I'm going. Transmutation, I don't think I need to talk about this tier. It's Butler's Bell's pretty good. It honestly might be pretty good for the amount of time I'm going to get to play, but I just think Transmutation looked so much more fun, so I'm going to go with Transmutation. Larcenist, I'm picking Larcenist because Asgarnia and Mori. Oh, sorry, not really Asgarnia, but more Mori and Zay. There's just a few good things to pickpocket, and being able to AFK Blood Shards for the Blood Furies, that's something that interested me a lot, and it's sort of a bit of a money solve as well, so I don't really have much money on the way up here besides transmute selling stuff, so this is the tier that I wasn't really sure about, tier 6. Culling Spree is just broken. I think it's by far the best one in this build, but with my current tier 6 relic, I am mainly a melee user in my build, and if I go with Culling Spree, I don't get Piety or Chivalry. I'll be using the basic prayers, and while that's fine, it's leagues, I'm sure I'm still going to do heaps of damage. I, I'd like to use Piety. I really would. And it gives you use to the Ancients, Lunas, spellbooks, and I think they're pretty useful for skilling as well. Probably not going to be that noticeable later on, to be honest, but yeah. And I'm going reloaded. I think Flow State is shithouse. I don't think it's a good relic at all. And I'm honestly thinking about reloading into Culling Spree or Soul Harvest. Soul Harvest is like Mega Prayer sort of solver, same with Runecrafting, but Culling Spree I think is just so good that I might end up going this. So these two of the relics I'm really up in the air about. I might just bite the bullet and go culling spree so I can go into the soul harvest, because in an ideal world I don't want to pick Grimoire. I really don't, but I'm not willing to give up any of my regions to pick Kandarin, because there's sort of a piece of the puzzle to my build in each region, except for Mauritania. Mauritania is more just a Blood Fury and a raid that I want to do with friends, but that's more important to me than having 2 extra DPS. Anyway, that's the build. They're the relics. This is the demonic tree. This isn't decked out. This is just what I'm going to be doing in the beginning. I left it sort of open because I'm going to go right into the spec tree and possibly into the range echoes and then the accuracy. It's actually a very, very similar build to Double Shine's build that he's made on the D-Claws. I think it looks incredibly fun and I want to try it. I think a lot of people that are going to do it are doing it with Crystal Armor, but I just want to do it with Torva, so it's a bit more noob proof, a bit more tanky, and yeah, I just think it'll be a bit nicer. Oh, sorry, I forgot the last relic, Flask of Fervor, because I'm going to be hitting so far, it's going to come back so quick. It adds a bit of AoE to my build as well, and yeah, I think it's just going to be all around good. I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to like super late game PVM. I've done a lot of like expert TOA raids, and that's basically my knowledge about endgame PVM. I finished Colosseum, haven't done the Inferno in the main game, so I think Flask is just really going to help me push through a lot of the late game sort of PVM that I might struggle with. But yeah, so to start with, I'm going to start and go into the light tree, get up to the 3-tick weapon, and then try and take on the Moxiadal. I'm going to go Dragon Dagger, sort of the starting item, and possibly into maybe try and get the Obsidian gear, but I think without Abundance, trying to get Obsidian it's a bit, yeah, how you going? So that's the build to come up in here, and Zeah will be my first region unlock, which I'll come down into the bow tree, and this is hopefully going to help me get through fight caves. I could definitely do a melee fight caves. I've done that in the past. It's not hard at all, but just with the range, it'll feel way easier. And Woodsman sort of ties into why I'm going bows, because before I get the Hespori bow, Nature's Recurve or whatever it's called, I'm going to be making myself a magic short bow, and yeah, that'll pretty much tie me over until I get that bow. I think Void is the armor I'm going to be going for quite early, as I think the accuracy is going to be quite good, and with Asgarnia, once I tick into that region, I can go and get a defender, and I can sort of spec in to this relic down here, but I'll do it in a different way where I sort of go like this to get it, I think, because that gives me accuracy, it gives me regen. Like, yeah, I think this is the way. This is basically going to be my like 20 to 25 point build, so sort of something like this, and then I'll respec and go right into here and possibly get fire for the Dogger until I get the penultimate item I was talking about before, which is in Zeah, the Claws. I really want to do D-Claws, full Torva, max melee, and just scratch the shit out of stuff, like permanently spec with these spec relics, and yeah, I think it's a good build all round, so that's the plan. Not going to go super into the end game build because I'm really not set in stone on it, but this is basically what my mid game build will look like. I'm going to start off with the light, into the ranged, and go from there. So hopefully I see all of you guys on leagues, and I'd like you to let me know in the comments what sort of builds that you're looking to try and do, and yeah, add me in game. I'll put my name up on the screen for my character. I'm using my main account. Add me in game. We can do some group content if we choose the same regions, or if you just want to have a chat and talk shit about leagues or what your plans are. I'm always happy to hear from everybody. I hope you all enjoy leagues as much as I'm going to. I think this leagues is going to be really cool. I did suffer from choice paralysis for quite a long time. This is why this video is coming out literally at the league starting. I could not decide for the life of me what I wanted to do. But we're here, we're ready. I think I've got an idea. Not really. I don't know if the build's going to be good. If it does go to shit, I do have a backup build. I do have Mauritania and Zeah, so I can go the Thorns Door build, which I think that'll be really fun, but it requires a lot of setup. So I could probably use my build until I get to that if my build ends up being bad. So that's the plan. Let's hopefully it all works out. I'll save this before I forget. And yeah, I will see you all in the leagues. Bye-bye.